Okay, so what was like the most stressful thing you had to do?
I would probably say the time that I was most stressed out was when something that I wouldn't expect to happened, like something that you're not prepared for. Because you can try and prepare beforehand as much as you want. Like you can work so hard to be the best section leader or leader that you can, but then there's always going to be something that happens that you're not ready for, and those kind of situations are probably the most stressful.
What did you do about someone who was like disrespectful?
So something that can help like prevent even having that kind of situation is really earning the respect of your section before you even really start the season. And people think that getting a leadership title is, or I don't even want to call it a title, but leadership position, like suddenly they think that they automatically get like respect and popularity, and like, they think, I've made it, I'm good now, my people will respect me. That's not how it works. You have to earn the respect of your section before your section leader by being an outstanding player and marcher, and just like a kind and genuine person, like a really patient person. And then when you're section leader, you don't have to become this new person that's like all of a sudden strict. You hold yourself to a higher standard. But have you guys talked about that or something?
No,
I'm just laughing at her face.
Laughing for no reason.
Okay, yeah. So you hold yourself to a higher standard, of course, but you don't have to become this new person that suddenly thinks, I have to get respect like this. You just have to earn respect the right way.
What would be like one thing if you had something your section needed to work on? How would you go about that?
If the whole section is really struggling with something, I would have a sectional and just try to maybe like if you're the one section leader and you have like another trusted like upperclassman, like you run the sectional and have maybe the other upperclassmen take out people that are really struggling. I saw that this year with some of like the few basically SAC sectionals, and I think that those were really productive. So stuff like that.
Just forgot my question. What do you do about like gaining confidence in being a leader?
So first you have to accept that you're not perfect and no one expects you to be perfect. We're gonna make mistakes. All of us do. Everyone does it, and everyone, like as a leader, you're gonna go through a few moments where you feel like you're not doing enough, or you're not making the cut. If you make a mistake, or you just can't handle a disrespectful person in your section. You might get really discouraged, but you have to understand that you're not gonna be perfect, and you really just have to do the best that you can do all the time. Hold yourself to a higher standard.
What was like some of the as best moments as a in sections?
I would say maybe I would say that the best part of being leadership is getting to really help people, because if you're doing your job right, your section mates should feel comfortable coming to you with things, and there are things that reasons behind why people do things that you wouldn't expect. Like someone shows up late and you're like, that person must not care that much. Like, Joey comes late all the time. But like a lot of people don't have parents that really support them in band, or they don't have a way to get here, or they don't have anyone at home encouraging them. And so honestly, like you guys would be surprised at the amount of people that really have tough home lives. So like being able to be involved in that and really like care about people, that's honestly the best part for me.
Awesome. Okay.
It's gonna be considerably harder to hear.
Yeah.
You guys want to just do it this way?
Yeah.
All caps.
Okay. I thought you said all caps. I was like, what? Okay. Okay, wait. Oh, what's your biggest piece of advice for going into leadership?
Okay, I have a couple things. It's in an organization like this, it's really important. Leadership is really important. So first, know how to draw a line between a friend and a leader. You need to find a balance between being respected and being approachable, because both of those are extremely important. Two, I'd probably say be a servant leader as much as you can, and please try to understand that if you want to apply for something like this, you have to understand the amount of sacrifice that you're going to need to do if you want to be a good leader. A lot of people think that, honestly, they just see section leaders as just more entitled members of their section, but really they're going to be the people that are working the hardest. So it's really important to see yourself as a servant. And then I would say try, before you get a leadership position, before you even have your interview with Mr. P, try and think of all your weaknesses as a person. It's easy to think about the things you're good at, the things you exceed in, but it shows Mr. P that you have character if you can look at yourself and you can really understand, what you struggle with, whether it be like anger or impatience or laziness or stubbornness. I have several of those qualities too, and whenever you're a leader, like those are amplified, and you have to not only deal with your own emotions and problems, but you have to deal with the emotions and problems of the people around you. So it's really, really important to, take care of yourself first and make sure that you're in the right, and then so you can take care of the people around you. And then the last thing would probably be teachable and flexible. A lot of people think that once you get into a leadership position, like you've made it and you know all there is to know. But I learned so much more as a leader than I did as just a regular member, because you're under a lot more pressure. You learn a lot about yourself, when you're under that kind of pressure. And you need to be the kind of person who's able to take correction if somebody tells you you're doing something wrong. Like one of your fellow section leaders or a drum major, you need to be able to be like, hey, maybe I am, doing this thing wrong. You don't have to let people walk all over you and, tell you how to lead. Everyone has a different leading style, but you need to be able to change the way that you lead in order to benefit your section the best. So,
what's how would you, like you said, take care of your section, be the stronghold for your section?
So being approachable and letting people come to you with their problems and stuff?
Yeah.
A lot of that starts with just having conversation with them and everything. I know that something that I really, really admire about the bass clarinet section is how close you guys seem to be, and you guys hang out and stuff. I think that's great. I think that's amazing. I wish more sections were like that. And, if you guys eventually get section leader at some point, really keep that up, because the directors notice that kind of stuff, and it makes a difference in your section and your teamwork. You don't know how much you guys stand out compared to the other sections. Honestly, I wish more sections were like that. But yeah, it really stood out. I probably say the bass clarinets have the best relationship, compared to the other sections. So, wait, what was the original question? Sorry, I got off on a tangent.
Just how would you...
Oh yeah, I got it. Okay, so building relationships with your section mates is very important. I'm sure you guys understand that already, because you guys have a pretty awesome section. And there's always going to be that one guy or a couple of guys or girls that are difficult, that are disrespectful, that are lazy, it seems like no reason at all to us, but you're always going to have somebody that you're going to struggle to deal with, and you really have to reach out and try to relate to them as much as you can. You can't force respect, you can't force someone to be comfortable with you, but you can joke around with them, hang out with them, and I bonded with somebody this past season that I struggled to get them to participate. Their section leaders and the director struggled with them. And at first, she wasn't very responsive to me. If she got laps, she would just do them, but do them with an attitude. So it wasn't accomplishing anything, and I was getting frustrated. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? But I remember one day she was sitting out of rehearsal, and I sat down next to her. She just started telling me about everything she was struggling with. She was really struggling with school, and she had some teachers that were really hard. And I was like, wow, I've had some of those teachers, and yeah, that class sucks. Just trying to relate to them, it really it's amazing how much one conversation can make a difference. And the next time I asked her to get her doc book filled out, she did it just like that, just because of the relationship that we built, just from that one conversation. We started talking a little bit more. She got comfortable. She didn't feel threatened or I was trying to force her into submission. You can't force things like that. You build them over time. So
what would you do about two people that won't stop fighting?
Oh my God.
Was a serious question.
I mean, if it's something.
Is your arm leaving?
Well, you both have to try.
No. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, he's leaving us?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Sorry. I'll tell you guys about it after if you want. But, wait, what was the question? What was I saying?
Two people fighting.
Oh yeah, two
Oh,
people
yeah.
fighting.
Oh yeah, I see this all the time, even among the leadership. So it really is very it's so every situation is completely different, but it's gonna be easier for you if you have built relationships with both people, and it's really important in situations like this that you're non-partisan. Like you're not siding with someone that you're better friends with. You have to completely remove any drama or like personal relationships or preferences that you may have when dealing with things like this. And like honestly, try to talk to each person individually. And if that doesn't work, like if it gets out of hand, you can reach out to other leaders. You can reach out to drum majors. Try to come to solutions together. And honestly, if it gets out of hand more than that, and you guys absolutely can't handle it, then it's time to go to a director. And some changes can be made. If someone's absolutely not cooperating, then the directors will deal with it. So don't feel like the pressure of every single thing in your section that goes like horribly bad is on you. Feel the sense of like teamwork within the leadership and working with the directors and stuff. So.
I honestly don't have anything else.
I don't have anything else either.
You guys are really good Christians. I haven't been asked anything.